You are not gonna wanna miss this video. Yes! G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. Turbo Tristan here. Thanks again for tuning in. I am stood inside the showroom of Elusive Racing down in Springvale in Melbourne, Victoria. Right here is every Honda guy, even every car guy's dream. And I'm finally getting my K-swapped EK Civic dyno tuned properly, and we've got the expert in the house. Their special tuner is here in person and he's doing all the dyno tunes. I've got about 5 or 6 booked in today. Unfortunately, due to privacy reasons for all of their loyal customers, I can't show you all the dynos that have been going on today, but I can definitely show you mine. So stick around, I'll tell you all about it, show you a couple of runs, show you where we ended up, and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. So if this is your first time seeing me, this is my K-swap Civic. I bought this car a couple of years ago. It's been around a 2 or 3 year build and growth on the channel. Started with the stock D series. Then I turboed it, that blew up. I did a Vitara build. I then swapped that out and sold that because I was sick of not making any power. Totally refreshed everything, put a K24 A3 in it from a CL9 Acura or Honda Accord Euro or a TSX, depending on where you are in the world. And then I proceeded to turbocharge that. It took me a year to save up the money and get all of the parts and collect everything and get it running. Plus there was some delays on some bits and pieces, but I spent a lot of time coming down here to see Kenny and the boys. And yeah, I bought one of everything pretty much, as you can see in here, to get my car on the road and running, which includes the clutch, which I got here, the hybrid racing shifter, the engine mounts, my insane shafts, all that sort of stuff I got from here, blocks racing parts for the timing chain, all that sort of stuff comes from right here. They keep all of the Honda gaskets in stock, all genuine OEM parts. I got my hybrid racing fuel rail here as well, my oil breather kit, everything is from Elusive Racing. So yeah, they keep it all here on the shelf. They're actually a couple of Ks from where my factory is, so Spool Up HQ is literally down the road. No joke, we're around the corner, we're pretty much neighbors. So yeah, where else am I going to take my car to tune but right here in pretty much Australia's home of Honda is Springvale. Everyone here drives one, and if you're from around the area you know why. But then in Springvale we've got Elusive Racing, which are the Honda champions of the country pretty much for circuit racing and just really neat tidy builds. You cannot go wrong if you come here to buy your parts or get your car built or tuned. One of my other mates, Gary's got his car out the back ready to get that tuned. That's a fully built, forged, sleeved, everything B18. It should make 500 horsepower with its eyes closed. If you are new to the channel, my car is a stock internal K24 A3. It has a 50-degree VCT gear. It's got a K20 oil pump, new timing chain. It's got an eBay intake manifold. It's got an eBay throttle body. All the other bits around there, all the K-tune parts, they're all from Elusive. It's got some RACEWORKS 1150cc injectors. It now has a Walbro 530 fuel pump, -6 lines, hybrid racing fuel rail. We've also got a 3076 turbo from Max Peating Rods. I've said this a million times and you'll see in the dyno, they can make the power. Yes, they're a cheap turbo, but it's just an air pump at the end of the day. We've got a 1320 exhaust manifold and a custom exhaust and intercooler setup that I made myself. I pieced it all together and I welded up the exhaust, and I taught myself to TIG and make the exhaust work on the car. It's got a Turbo Smart boost controller, which is a 4-port. It's got a Turbo Smart 45mm wastegate, RACEWORKS fuel pressure regulator, and controlling all of that is the brains of the outfit, which is a Haltech Elite 1500 ECU. The reason why I went that route is it can do drive-by-wire, individual coil packs, variable cam control, VTEC, all that sort of stuff. Plus, I can use that in any of my future builds that are 4 cylinders. So I went with that. It's absolutely awesome. I've got a wideband kit, Haltech IC7 dash. So all full Haltech products. But yeah, that's the build. Enough talking. Let's first have a look. We've got Dave on the dyno. First thing he's doing in this run is he is just sorting out the fuel maps. Because this car's VTEC, you need to run an off cam and an on cam, 2 different fuel tables, which he is known all around the country for doing these. So he spent some time, probably did about 10 or 15 runs just setting up the low cam and the high cam fuel maps. Don't ask me how he did it, but then he worked his magic and blended both of those together so that when the VTEC kicks in, everything is a perfect crossover, and you'll see it in the graphs. But first, let's check out with the boost controller turned off. Here's a run now. Pretty happy with that number there that you can see. All right, so now we've got the boost controller turned on. This run you're about to see is running at 12.5 PSI. The previous run we were only on 8.5 PSI, so we jump up 4 PSI, we pick up a ton of power. I tell you what, I couldn't be happier. The car drives really, really nice. And that again is the advantage of not doing a street tune, getting it tuned properly by an expert who is familiar with the car and the ECU and can set everything up properly. So as you can see by the look on my face, I am damn happy with that run. 275 point something kilowatts is absolutely amazing. I didn't even really care what the number was. I didn't even really want or need any power, but we're still running a low boost setting. Everything's nice and safe, and we're making almost 300 kilowatts. We could have pressed it, but we didn't want to. I just wanted everything to be safe, so I have many years of bashing on the car, taking it to the track, drag strip, circuit and all that, and not have any issues. So as long as everything else plays ball, we're gonna have a perfectly sweet, reliable car. Everything is just mint from now on. I couldn't be happier. Dave did an amazing job. Big shout out to Kenny for giving me the heads up, letting me know he was coming. I made everything work so I could get the car in to be dynoed. So yeah, really, really happy with that. So there you have it. That is my dyno tune of my K-Swap Civic. I should have done this in the first place, and I was gonna do this in the first place, but I thought, hey, we better build a channel around some mods. So that's why I started with a D series and then moved to the K series later. I skipped the Bs because, you know, what's the point? They cost as much to do as a K series these days anyway. So straight to K. K is the way. But big shout out to Evan from Uni Group for hooking me up with the street tune. Thank you so much, mate. You always hook me up. Haltech, you guys always hook me up as well. RACEWORKS, thanks so much again. The T7 design parts on there. And of course, where we're standing here at Elusive Racing, Kenny, the boys, Andy, Brett, everyone. Thanks so much, guys. I really love everything that you guys do here. And here's to many, many years of me being a customer and a friend to Elusive Racing and us helping each other out in the future. Check out this showroom. Here's a little musical montage to see us out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to spool up, bring the boost, and we'll catch ya